I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay, so dinner it is.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. It's just so sad. I've been like crying the entire day. Like I just feel this giant pain in my stomach right now.
Well, that took a turn fast, but this is why the vine versus milk argument remains prominent. Guys, the top-heavy population charts say it all. Most people in the West are getting older, and that's just a fact. More women are hitting the wall than ever before, and regardless of how confident they initially seem online, they eventually meet their fate. And they hit the wall harder and harder every time. Here are the top comments. At least the Nespresso machine works. Damn, we are pulling no punches today. Well, at least she's proving how independent she is. True, she still has the cats. She should feel blessed, honestly. What's with women filming themselves crying, then thinking, yeah, this is the one? It all boils down to the fact that everything they do is a performance, man, nothing more. She won't go for walks because she's not a dog, but she's okay with getting a free meal. Dogs eat too, honey. Interesting, my wife and I had our first date when we drank beer and ate wings. There were no table manners, we were eating with our hands covered in sauce, now we have 2 beautiful children and a happy life. You're from a different part of the world, I see. Congratulations. Moving on.
Why get a divorce after 25 years of marriage? The short answer is because it is not too late to be happy. And I finally got to a point the beginning of the year where I decided that it wasn't too late to be happy. I still have hopefully many more years left, and I would like to be happy for those years.
1 week later.
I'm just not strong enough to fight this one by myself. I don't know what to do.
The show goes on!
It certainly does. For men, anyway. Needed a fresh start, wasn't too late, needed to be happy. All of these statements are repeated like some kind of meditation mantra for these aging women. And then, when they discover that adversity grows outside of the shade of masculinity, they always wilt from the consequential heat of their own decisions. This lady decided to bring an end to her family dynamic, to the cliche TikTok victory march, and it all ended the same way it does for every single one of them. Welp, none of us are surprised. We never are. The comments? Men sacrifice happiness for their family, women sacrifice family for their happiness. The only perspective people should be focusing on. It wasn't hard to figure out she was the problem the entire time, lol. She definitely had the Karen classic look going on. We all knew the time bomb was about to go off. They all think they're gonna get divorced and some billionaire bodybuilder with no job is just gonna come rescue them and worship them for no reason at all. I blame the schools. Yeah, life's not all about being happy. Learn to deeply respect your husband and he will walk over hot coals to make you happy. Fact. I'd say it's too bad she didn't learn the lesson sooner, but another man is free. Net positive. Next clip.
Throwing in on me saying shower and get.
That's the first thing you
also
said,
mentioned
sweetheart.
resting in my femininity as well.
Well, let me tell you something.
So
the
which is
reason why
high
the reason
priority?
why they said that is because you didn't provide something like what you do for a man first, because that's easy to say. Any woman can come out here and say, yo, give me some gifts, and I can bust out the bank card and be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But like, what makes you like worthy to receive that other than you just being fine?
Well, if and when you become my man, you would know, and I would be your woman, and that's in every sense. So,
Like what? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, like what does being my woman mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That means giving you support, giving you, nurturing you when you need, when you need to, just loving you with a pure heart.
Resting in my femininity. How does anyone still believe feminism isn't a cult? That's pretty much the only thing that surprises me anymore. Chicks like this will give a whole female empowerment sermon in response to the question, would you like fries with that? I know a lot of guys are gonna say that he should be popping the balloon already, but if that's the case, you have to also ask the question of why we watch these things to begin with. And the answer to that is we enjoy laughing at the ridiculous responses and tirades these women make on a daily basis. This dude clearly just wanted to watch the fumble, and he got what he desired. And by the looks of the laughing guys next to him, the comedy made the trip worth it. Here are the top comments. She said a whole lot of nothing. Yep, no substance, all jokes. Sad being that old and doesn't know what to do for a man. She's only practiced in one thing, brother. Come on, we all know that. What they expect from a man can be detailed in a 4-page letter. What she expects to bring to a man is always one word, me. Poetry. Gold star for you. If a man is standing there and asking you to explain your worth, he is not the man for you. Move on. I'm checking the profile, and yep, cat lady. Enough said. Kevin Samuels would be proud of some of these men. Great point, King. The masculine legacy lives on. Next.
I'm HIV positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before.
Good God. I swear, women hitting the wall just skipped the nuclear family and went nuclear themselves in a completely different way. Lady, what you're doing is illegal. Plenty of people suffer from this disease, and don't go around trying to infect everyone else because they can't escape the club life. I seriously don't know how people get this horrible. Here are the top comments. You're going to jail. It's just best to be celibate. Too many cases going on, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I mean, she did just disclose it to the whole internet, but yup, law says you have to inform them. She needs to face charges fast, no question. Yeah, she wildin'. It's illegal to keep that information from a potential partner. This is a soft statement. There needs to be an island for people this dangerous. She's out of pocket, but there's a silver lining. Protect yourself at all times. That's not a silver lining, that's just good advice. Next clip.
Women wear makeup to make themselves look younger. That's why they wear it. The reason that they want to make themselves look younger usually is because that's a status for attraction, is that you look younger. That's what makes you more attractive. Yeah. Even women seem to think so with other women when they judge each other's makeup, right? You look so beautiful. You look so vibrant. You're glowing. This is all signs of youth, right? And I have never seen a woman, in other words, do her makeup to make herself look older, ever. They always do their makeup to make themselves look younger.
And the truth will set you free. When women wear makeup, they're doing something to make themselves more viable to men. What's more viable for men is a healthy age. Here are the top comments. I want to say that the guy has probably never met teenage women, but honestly, that's probably for the best. Lots of them try to make themselves look older when they're wearing makeup. You missed the point entirely. Makeup highlights a particular window where women are most likely to be healthy mothers. For wall hitters, that's youth. For kids, that's age. Can't believe I have to explain that, but here we are. I prefer a woman with little to no makeup. Exactly what point is he trying to make? That women aren't comfortable with themselves even though they insist they are. Welcome to the planet Earth. Glad to be of service. It's also to look aroused. Red lips and rosy cheeks are all signs of just that. I wonder how many women disagree that makeup is to look good for men. Also, liked the videos where women show how much makeup costs and therefore men should pay for the date. All classics. Next clip.
I just lost my house.
How you lost your house?
Yeah.
What is losing a house? What do you mean lost house? Did you own a house?
My mom bought me a house to raise my children in.
Do you have children?
I do. I have 3.
Hold on. Okay. What are the ages of the kids?
My oldest is...
Okay, sorry.
My oldest is 14. My middle kiddo is 11, and then my youngest is about to be 9.
Your mom bought you a house. What does that mean? What did that look like?
She bought a house and
In cash?
No, not in cash. No.
So she had a loan?
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
And I was to pay the mortgage and all the bills and whatever. I just didn't have the money to put up for mortgage.
What happened to the house?
It got destroyed. I was severely depressed. I stopped working and they had to sell it.
Is that being destroyed or is that it being
That's because,
sold?
Well, I also was fostering animals that I wasn't able to keep up with.
What is happening? Okay.
When it comes to women, age does not lead to wisdom. The comments are, your mom bought you a house, you didn't pay your mortgage to the house, you fostered animals and let them destroy the house. Wow, you need to go talk to a therapist because something's going on there. You were handed a golden platter and you broke it in half. But the mom really didn't do her any favors. The bank assumed she couldn't make mortgage payments, so that's why she couldn't get the loan herself. Mom should have not expected her to be able to make the payments. Should have bought you a toothbrush. Damn straight. Next.
What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face, when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size?
A 3.
Okay. If you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Well, at least she was honest about the number. What this wall jumper doesn't understand is that the stories about average older women with successful guys are works of fiction, beyond what Kevin just described. Sure, in the West, there are rare cases when you see average women with rich men, but like he said, they are extremely rare. And these particular women allowed the man to take charge and insulate her and the family from propaganda and feminist rhetoric. They're unicorns, but it happens. What doesn't happen is the tale of a 45-year-old cocktail waitress getting picked up by the 30-year-old entrepreneur who likes her sass. The comments are, you know he was about to go in. Cooked. Yup, to a crisp. She is gonna cry. The outcome's likely. It's the last line of defense. He was speaking facts. You are correct. He usually was. Next clip.
Alicia, how old are you?
I'm 28.
And what do you do?
So I am a student and as well a cocktail waitress and a content creator.
Things you look for in a man?
He don't like that.
Braylon, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You asked about her occupation. She was the cocktail waitress and content creator. Then she said she liked to shop, but, the math ain't mathing because them not real jobs. In a sense.
Damn.
So, it seemed like you like to spend more than what you bring in, But other than that, you're a very beautiful young lady.
Ooh, you kind of deep in my pockets, but that is okay.
Let me tell y'all right now, bro. This nigga, he didn't come for love, bro. He just came to roast bitches.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The first thing I saw was the tat on the neck. And that's crazy work at our age.
Okay.
Damn.
So, I popped it on the 2 kids because 2 was too many.
One baby daddy, though.
One baby daddy.
One baby daddy.
One baby daddy.
Very good co-parenting relationship as well, so.
That is awesome.
So is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's cool too. The Vans, I haven't seen a grown man wear Vans in a while. I love the fit though. I love this.
That man popped that balloon with the power of 1,000 damn suns. There are 2 things that are great about this clip. The first is that any of these women coming up think that single past 30, working at a bar, deserves the 5-star masculine treatment they're demanding. The second is that this man is basically conveying what so many of us have been for the past decade or more. We don't care if these chicks get upset about the standards we uphold and respect. At this point, we're just out here having a good time roasting. We all have options elsewhere. The comments are, they say content creator, they mean OF. And another gold star goes to the translator here. Nice work. Ain't shit wrong with Vans if they clean with the fit like that. Dough. Never knew shoes come with an age requirement. They usually don't. She said the same baby daddy like that makes a damn difference. Exactly. Less bad is still bad. Where can I watch this show? I've only ever seen clips on Instagram, lol. I think YouTube, but take my advice and stick to the highlights. Read a book instead. Next clip.
You realize how much work I put in to do that. For when we met your no, for your family. I woke up at 8 in the morning and went to the grocery store and had to hunt down a bunch of stuff, season meat, figure out the grill, do all that was work. And after that, I came back and did the dishes. If you sat here and grilled a whole meal for my whole family and I come back to dishes in the sink, I'm not gonna ask you to do the dishes. I'm probably just gonna do them. Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Do not try to make it seem like I'm not here doing my part at all. We're not gonna spin it like that.
Nobody's spinning like anything.
I've been given such a negative response, a temper tantrum sometimes, like an attitude. I just don't understand it. If it's about the dishes, if it's about me going to sleep, if it's about a text, all of that, it's the slap in the face.
Great. I'm glad you feel that way. There's a lot I could respond to, but there is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever. And with that in mind, and I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again. This was nice. I wish you the best of luck.
I'll save you all the time because I've researched this shit. The show is called Love is Blind, one of Netflix's worst reality shows that somehow garners the most attention. Basically, they're constantly trying to pair young males with women that are 35 and older, and then expect everyone to be shocked when the dude books it before they make it down the aisle. In this case, the woman who hit the wall here isn't getting the deeper meaning of what this man is trying to explain. If a man cannot rely on the woman to fulfill her feminine duties naturally, then there's a little hope for any change in the future. Some relationship coach made a whole list trying to describe why this is wrong, but we're going to skip that and move on to others. It's less about the dishes and more about her lack of being considerate. Bingo! She didn't know what to do with a man who expresses himself clearly. She chose gaslighting. It's a common move, and it always fails. She is not a team player, and if he got to coach every play, he need a new roster. Yep, you know you screwed up when the trads come out to play. Imagine if she had said, you know what, you're right. That was inconsiderate of me, and I will do better next time. I appreciate you putting all that energy into cooking for my family. Not just that, I don't only appreciate you for what you do, but I appreciate that you're the kind of man that even thinks to behave that way. I appreciate you for who you are. Let me make this up to you, LOL, and then we all woke up. Nice work of fiction you made there, bro. Moving on.
My husband is of kidney failure, and I've had the best news ever. His sons... His sons have taken a test to see if they're a match for Jeremy's kidneys, and they're not, which is amazing. But the reason they're not is because Jeremy's not actually their real dad. Sorry, I'm no stranger to admit that I don't like my husband's children, so this is like the best news ever. My husband doesn't know yet, but I'm obviously going to go and tell him because I just love... He doesn't need to know, but this might finally kill him off. He might have a heart attack in this time. For anyone that doesn't know, my husband's worth 30 million, so it's the money. It's none of yours now, Hugo, is it? Obviously, he doesn't have a kidney now, so he's definitely gonna, like... This is the best news I've ever had in my life.
I always end it on a positive note. Guys, if you watch the recent videos, you know the outcome. If you didn't trust me when I say it all ended well. She later discovered that she wasn't in the will, justice served. The top comments are, she did an update video, she didn't get left anything in the will. Whatever happened to burning witches? Yet to her surprise, she knows they aren't his and left them his entire estate. leaving her with nothing. A happy ending for all that is masculine, and no doubt there is more to come. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you, so don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to win, and hit that sub button for daily videos. And if you could take a quick second to subscribe to the second channel, Man Guide Reacts, link is down below in the description, so we can be sure that our message will keep on reaching the new men out there. I appreciate all the support, and I wish you all tremendous success.